Howdy, and welcome back to the Road to the Great Canadian Open Winter 2026. My name is Clarence, and this is my video series as you follow me as I paint up my Brotherhood Without Banners army 1 hour a day, 1 day at a time. The goal of this painting series is to help you, the viewer, hopefully, to paint your miniatures, either to show you a process that is easy to do, or if you are an experienced painter, just to give you some inspiration and to motivate you to paint along with me as well. This really came from another game system that actually gives you 10 battle points for bringing a painted army to the tabletop, and I thought to myself, the subtle effect of getting people to paint their armies, even to a minimum level, is that when you play a pickup game at the game shop, the armies tend to look better. Like you have painted armies and not just colored plastic or prime models or gray on the table. And I wanted to do something like that for Song, but our community is so small, I decided, I'd rather not do that. But I did want to do something to try and encourage people to paint. Now, my tournament does have a painting award. I just spoke to Chris Cullen, who was the main organizer for the Canadian Nationals, and I'm going to try and do something for people who do bring a fully painted force as well. I'm not sure what yet, so don't hold me to a specific prize, but I'll think of something that we can do. So yeah, I think the key to painting an army is just to be regular at it, to just consistently chip away at it on a regular basis. I'm doing an hour a day, but if you can do half an hour a day, if you can do an hour every other day, if you can do 3 hours on the weekend, whatever it takes you to sit down and paint, find a system that works for yourself. People who don't like to paint, I recommend getting a timer out and just counting down the hour or the 45 minutes or whatever. And during that time, put on something enjoyable to listen to as you paint a podcast, an old movie, whatever the case may be. So yeah, hopefully that gives you some inspiration to get started as well. So please break out your brushes, break out your contrast paints, and get painting. The second thing, as I just mentioned, is that I am the organizer for the Great Canadian Open, which is a Song of Ice and Fire tournament in the Greater Toronto area. This year it's being hosted by the Gaming Expo, which is run by Explanet Games and Lionel Miranda. It'll be at the Small Arms Building, Mississauga. It's a new venue for us. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. So please come down. We have a capacity of 32 players, and tickets have already started to sell, I should say. So don't miss out on your chance to get a ticket as well. And we'll have a great time. So if you're from the GTA, if you're from Kitchener-Waterloo, London, Windsor, if you're from North Bay, Sudbury, if you're from Kingston, if you're from Ottawa, Gatineau, Quebec City, or Montreal, or further out, do buy a ticket and do come down. I hope to see you there. And with that, let's see where we're at and what the next step is. So this is where we're picking up today. We have finished the primary colors on the Stormcrow Mercenaries, the green and the yellow, and you can see that the back 2 rows have yellow bodies, green arms, and the front have been flipped so that they look a little more motley, a little more ragged, as they are part of the peasant militia that is the Brotherhood, as it were. Today's goal is, I think we're going to work on the pants, which will be basilicum gray, and the shoes. And then after that, it's mostly snakebite leather, which is easily the most annoying thing. And that's going to take a long time. So I think what we might do is pants, shoes, and skin tone. And we'll see where we're at when we're there. So 1 hour work starts now. We'll see you soon. Half an hour later, we are done all of the gray on the trousers and the feet. And with half an hour to go, I think our goal is to paint their calves with the wildwood. So we'll get to that, and we'll see you when we're done. So see you soon. 20 minutes later, we are back, having applied the wildwood to their calves. So they're coming along. We've got about 10 minutes left. Unfortunately, 10 minutes is not enough time to do any one step on all 12 models, but it is enough time to work on the banner. So I think we're going to paint the shaft with the wildwood, and then we're going to apply the Imperial Fist yellow onto the body of the banner itself, but we'll leave the lightning bolts and the Stormcrows white for now, and we'll decide what color we're going to do them later on. So we'll be back with the details of the matter done, and we'll probably wrap it up there. See you soon. Around 10 minutes later, we are done. So as I said, we put wildwood on the spear shaft and the Imperial Fist yellow onto the banner itself, and we left the eagles and lightning bolts mostly untouched. Now, throughout this whole process of applying the yellows and the greens, I did get some paint onto the straps that are going to become snakebite leather, so I'll have to go back and do a little bit of touch-ups And I think I got some yellow where it shouldn't go on the banner as well, so I'll do some touch-ups there as well. So anyway, we're going to call it a wrap for today, folks. We're making some good progress. Unfortunately, the next step is going to probably be Snakebite Leather, our old friend. And there's a lot, so between the touch-ups and Snakebite Leather, that might be 2 episodes, 2 hours worth of work anyway. So we'll leave it there, folks. Thank you for watching. Please share the video with anyone you think might benefit from a painting series or needs motivation to paint. I hope you're painting as well. Let me know what you're working on, and keep the faith. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.